Well, the 11 a.m. kickoff local time. The fans still making their way into TCF Bank Stadium, expecting a sellout crowd today for Minnesota at 7-2, Penn State at 5-3. Let's get down to Paul Carcaterra.
Thanks, Beth. The Big Ten's top receiver, Penn State's Allen Robinson, is a player who demands extra attention every snap. Defensive coordinator for the Gophers, Tracy Claeys, doesn't want to get beat by one guy. So this week in practice, every offensive huddle had a number 8 jersey in it. Claeys told me defensive backs practice pushing receivers into help spots with safeties cheating towards them. Corner Brock Rudy mentioned to me before the game, you have to trust your technique against Robinson, and playing a potential first-round pick is something you should embrace if you're a competitor.
You're right, Kark. Allen Robinson, job number 1, trying to prevent him from having a big day here today from the Minnesota side. Of course, Robinson has a chance to set a new single-season receiving yardage record. And he and Christian Hackenberg have been one of the most prolific quarterback-wide receiver tandems in the country this season. Robinson unable to get a touch on their first possession as they fumbled on their first offensive play. And he waits an opportunity. I think that was actually Gary Wooten, the linebacker over there. Their other number 8, and Christian Hackenberg will guide the offense out there. The leading passer in the Big Ten, the true freshman, was the top-rated pocket passer coming out of high school and has shown tremendous poise, particularly, Joey, in their overtime wins against Michigan and Illinois.
Yeah, he is calm in the pocket, handles adversity well. They start off with a turnover on the road. We'll see how he rebounds here today.
And Allen Robinson will be to the top of your screen. Bill Belton, remember, he also had a fumble late in their Illinois win last week. He fumbles on his first carry today. He returns, though, a tailback. Joined by Brenneman, the tight end, in the backfield, and they go right back to Belton, and a nice juke move out across the 35 to the 39, and a 13-yard gain, and that's the reason why he's one of the guys that can win it for Penn State, and a couple of Gophers that will try and stop them.
Yeah, Belton got 200 yards last week in his first start of the season. The big man, Minnesota, Hagman in the middle, and then Allen Robinson, Eric Murray, the corner, a classic wide receiver cornerback matchup.
And it is Brock Vereen who will man up with Robinson at the top of your screen. As Penn State keeps it on the ground, Belton, and coming up to make the tackle is Eric Murray.
When we talked to Coach Claeys, he worried about Belton's ability to cut back. This is the first run of the game. You can already see making the guy miss in the middle and then cutting and getting a first down, making the second guy miss, and that safety to second level, Cedric Thompson.
Belton really emerging. He was a high school quarterback, a dual threat guy. They thought initially he would be a wide receiver. They quickly moved him to running back, got hurt last year, lost the starting job to Zach Zwinak, and now has won it back this year as Zwinak has had some fumble problems. And the pass to Kyle Carter, the tight end, who had the touchdown catch in overtime last weekend. An 8-yard pickup, and it's 3rd and about 3. They need the 48. Zwinak and Belton in the eye. And it's Zwinak. They try and power it up the middle. Denied. Coming up to make the hit, the middle linebacker, Damian Wilson. And they'll be a couple of yards short, and the punter will come on.
Yeah, Penn State has gone for it at least 20 times this season on 4th down. This time deciding to punt this ball away on the road on a 4th and 2.
Bill Belton in his second season as the head coach at Penn State. They were 6-2 in the league last year. Derek Engel will let it bounce, and Penn State will take that gift right there at the 2.5, down by Willis. And that will put the Golden Gophers in a hole. Well, a couple of big games with postseason implications, highlighting a doubleheader for you on ABC later today at 3:30 Eastern, Nebraska and Michigan. And then primetime tonight at 8 Eastern, 23rd ranked Notre Dame taking on Pittsburgh College football on ABC. Nebraska and Michigan, well, they still have a chance. Of course, Nebraska will play Michigan State next week, and the rest of the teams in the Legends division will be rooting for the Huskers in that one. And Philip Nelson.